London and Partners, who are obviously big partners of the bid. Simon Morton, Director of Major Events at UK Sport. Obviously this event is part of UK Sport's Gold Series of events, part of that 2012 legacy. Zara Hyde-Peters, Chief Executive of British Triathlon. Adam Reed from our main sponsor Pruhealth, and Robert Cousteau from Absolute Sport, who are the organisers of the event. First of all, I'd like Robert to say a few words and tell you a little bit about the event and what will happen here in September. So over to you, Robert.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming. It's not a given after a historic day in sport that we saw yesterday. But I think what Wimbledon is for tennis, I think Hyde Park has become for triathlon meanwhile. London has a few iconic sport venues. There's Wimbledon, there's Wembley, there's Lord's Cricket's Ground, and yeah, I'd like to add Hyde Park to this as well. Hasn't taken quite 77 years though for the Brit to win this event. We actually have started in 2009. Have done this. Obviously we've seen the highlight so far of the event in 2012. And now in 2013 we are back, and we will build onto the success of what we have seen in 2012. I think we'll actually open a new chapter here in Hyde Park. The Pruhealth World Triathlon Grand Final will be actually the largest Grand Final in ITU's history. We'll see 5 days of competition. We'll see nearly 8,000 participants taking part in this event from more than 60 nations, and we expect up to 200,000 people watching the event from the 11th to the 15th of September. Like in 2012, the vast majority of the course is free to watch, but again, like with the Olympics, there also is a ticketed area, and we will have 2,000 tickets available, which we will sell from tomorrow onwards. They will go on sale tomorrow midday for the 2 days for the Saturday Elite Women's Race as well as for the Elite Men's Race. 2,000 tickets is not a lot, and we expect many more people than that. So I have no doubt that these tickets will be snapped up immediately tomorrow. And I have no doubt that there will be a few disappointed people we will leave behind, but there is no reason to be disappointed, because as I mentioned, even if you don't have a ticket, you'll be able to get involved. I said it, the event is outside of the grandstands, is free to watch, so come to Hyde Park for your chance to watch the Olympic champions. And there is a second opportunity to get involved, and that kind of is the second announcement that we're making today. We'll celebrate the Pruhealth World Triathlon Grand Final with a 5-day triathlon festival on Trafalgar Square. So we have a 5 days of competition in Hyde Park and 5 days of triathlon festival on Trafalgar Square, and I just struggle saying Trafalgar Square, because we hope kind of to turn Trafalgar Square into Triathlon Square. What are we going to do on Triathlon Square? We'll have a pool, people can swim in, you can actually do a mini triathlon yourself on Trafalgar Square. We'll have static bikes, we will have treadmills for people to run on, and on Saturday and Sunday we'll also broadcast live the elite races onto big screens on the square. And so I'll kind of finish as I started. So what Wimbledon is for tennis, Hyde Park is for triathlon, and what Henman Hill, or as I learned earlier, Murray Mount, is for Wimbledon, my Trafalgar Square becomes for Hyde Park. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. I'm going to ask a few questions before we open the floor to questions. We'll start with you, Ian. Obviously, you're a major partner in this event. How important is it in terms of legacy and getting more people into sport in the city?
Well, I think London's clearly nailed its reputation as a great international sporting destination, and triathlon's a great example, a great tool for us to showcase the city to the rest of the world. So being out on the streets and some of our iconic destinations on international media with 5,000 international participants coming along, it's a great way to show the rest of the world that it's not just one-off in the games in 2012, but we're here to to welcome the rest of the world for the years after 2012 as well. So yeah, we're staging international athletics in the Olympic Stadium later this month. We've got a new world-class cycling event on the streets of London in August, and we're really proud to have this as a real signature event in September, to sort of remind everybody of the success that we had last year. There's more to come. I'm just adding to Robert's point about Triathlon Square, as we're going to make it in 2012. It's not just showing people the best of the city to come and visit, but it's also showing people how to come and get involved as well. So that whether it's kids or people on all sorts of backgrounds, or the mayor himself, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get on his speedos and jump into the endless pool in Trafalgar Square. So watch this space.
And Simon, obviously part of the Gold Event Series for UK Sport. Talk us through that and how that is taking us on from 2012 and the legacy there.
Well, the Gold Event Series is the UK's major events legacy programme after the Games. It's running from 2013 through 2019. And we've already, it's been pretty successful already. We've already secured 13 World and European Championships for the country in this period after the Games, of which this will be the very first one in terms of a big World Championships to come back to the UK after the Games. And the idea behind it really is that we just want those great international sporting moments to continue, using all the opportunities that London 2012 has left for the country. And I guess there's a number of questions we ask when we support an event within that series, and we ask whether this event will benefit our top athletes. And in the case of triathlon, it clearly will. We are blessed with stars in triathlon, with world and Olympic champions. We ask whether an event will really engage people with sport within that series, and clearly this event will, with the 200,000 people that Robert mentioned, and great support also from the BBC in terms of their live coverage. We look at the legacy, of course, and this being triathlon's legacy venue from the Games, we want to support that. And we also look at the economic impact, and probably somewhere between £5 and £10 million of economic impact coming into the city from these championships. So, as I said, it's the first really big World Championships that the UK will host after the Games, and it's the first of quite a few that we have in store.
And Zara, it's been an incredible 24 months really for your sport, and this, I guess, moves it on even further, having a home grand final on the Olympic course. And we saw those spectators turning out in force last year, and they're anticipated to do the same this year. What does that mean for your sport?
It's huge, and it was very nice going into the Olympic Games knowing we would have hosting the World Grand Finals and look forward to it the year after. Not just to create the best stage for British performers, and I think we saw yesterday is how much British success on the British stage can mean in a world-class event. And in the last few years our athletes have absolutely stepped up and delivered that. It's been fantastic. This time around, of course, for the first time, we're now on our Paralympic journey to Rio, so we've got the opportunity to actually put our best potential Paralympians on the start line, and also one of the most successful age group teams. So triathlon is quite unique in what we can create through that event, and no doubt for us that the raising of the profile of the sport through events like this creates that interest from young people and old people alike to have a go at the sport. We're the fastest growing Olympic sport, and I think that's because of the growing profile that events like London and staging this event in the Royal Parks has created for us. So it's really important.
And Adam, you've obviously, from Pruhealth's point of view, invested in this event and sponsored the event. Talk us through your rationale for that, and how you're going to bring it all to life in September.
I think, obviously, as Ian mentioned, that London is now a world-class destination for sporting events. We saw this legacy event and we wanted to be a part of it because it's very consistent with our core values. We are hoping that the triathletes that compete over the 5 days in September will not only do themselves proud, but inspire the British public to look after their own fitness and to engage in their own health. Our vitality program at Pruhealth is about engaging in health and rewarding people for being active. and our core purpose is to protect and enhance our members' lives. So the Pruhealth World Triathlon Grand Final certainly aligns with those values, and that's why we wanted to be a part of it. In terms of us really bringing this event to life, we have got some quite exciting plans to promote the event. I'm not allowed to say too much at this stage, but I'm told it will be spectacular, and that the London public should watch this space and check out for something on those days in September. We will have employees from Pruhealth that will be competing. We've run competitions for our members to get involved, so you can expect to see plenty of some Pruhealth members out there, and also some of our Vitality partners, including Virgin Active and Parkrun. Will have representatives there. For the spectators, we really want to showcase our Vitality program. We will be looking to give the spectators a taste of Vitality, and have those 200,000 people understand just how proud we are of our program, and what it means to the British public.